All right, let's talk about something every single trader struggles with at some point. It's this one single question that causes so much confusion, so much analysis paralysis, and honestly, a ton of frustration. So today, we're going to dive right in and totally dismantle what I like to call the trader's time frame trap. Does that question sound familiar? Go on, you know it does. We've all been there, right? Spending hours scouring forums, watching endless videos, just desperately trying to find that one magic chart. You know, the 5 minute, the 1 hour, the daily, the one that's supposed to hold the secret key to making money. But here's the thought, what if the question itself is the real problem? And this quote from the Trading Geek just nails it. If you only focus on one time frame, you are literally putting blindness on yourself. Think about that. It perfectly captures the whole issue. When we're hunting for that single best time frame, we are actively choosing to ignore all this other crucial information the market is trying to give us. It's like we're choosing to see only one tiny piece of a giant puzzle. So here's the big shift in thinking. The key to profitable trading isn't about finding that one perfect time frame. No way. It's about building a system that uses multiple timeframes together, where each one has a very specific job. It's all about creating a complete, almost three-dimensional view of what the market is actually doing. And to help us do that, we're going to use a really simple but super powerful analogy. I call it the three-lens approach. Just imagine you have three different tools in your toolkit, right? And each one lets you see the market with total clarity, from the biggest, widest picture all the way down to the tiniest little detail. So here's the game plan. First, we start with a telescope to see the big picture trend. Next, we grab the binoculars to zoom in a bit and plan our strategy. And finally, we pull out the microscope to pinpoint that perfect, precise entry. Simple, right? Let's break down exactly how this works, starting with lens number 1, the telescope. Okay, so our first lens, the telescope, is all about getting some perspective. I mean, before you even think about placing a trade, you've got to know which way the river is flowing, right? Are we in a strong uptrend, a downtrend, or is the market just kind of chopping around sideways, is it? And that's the whole goal of the telescope view right there. The entire purpose is to answer one single fundamental question for the day. Should I be looking for reasons to buy, or should I be looking for reasons to sell? That's it. Making that one decision stops you from fighting the market's main momentum, which is a huge mistake a lot of people make. So, how do we do it? Simple. We look at the higher time frames, the daily, the 4 hour, that big picture view. And let's be super clear, we are not hunting for entries here. We're just gathering context. We're trying to see the main trend, figure out the story the last few candles are telling us, and identify those major support and resistance zones. Think of it like you're drawing your strategic map for the day. Okay, so once our telescope has given us our bias for the day, let's just say we've decided, okay, today I'm only looking to sell. Now it's time to zoom in a little. We put down the telescope and we pick up our binoculars to get a clearer, more detailed view of the landscape. Now, the goal here is not to just jump into a trade. In fact, it's the total opposite. This is the patience phase. We're basically just watching now, waiting to see if the market gives us any evidence, any clues that our high-level bias is actually playing out. We're waiting for confirmation. So with our binoculars, we're zooming in to something like the 1 hour or 15-minute chart, and we're looking for specific clues. You know, things like, is the price starting to slow down near that big resistance level we found earlier? Are we seeing any bearish candle patterns pop up, like an evening star? Did price break below a key level, and now it's coming back to retest it? These are the signals that tell us, hey, pay attention, the move we were waiting for might be about to happen. And now for the final step. This is where it all comes together. We've got our direction from the telescope. We've got our confirmation from the binoculars. Now it's time to pull out the microscope for a super high precision tactical entry. Honestly, this is where the magic really happens. And the whole point of using this final lens, the entire goal, is to dramatically improve our risk to reward ratio. That's it. By zooming into the lowest timeframes, we can find an entry point that lets us use a much tighter stop loss. Just look at the difference here. If you enter on, say, a 15-minute chart, your stop loss might need to be 20 pips wide. But if you wait for a specific pattern to form on the 1-minute chart, you might be able to get into that same trade with only a 4 or 5 pip stop loss. Your profit target is still the same, but the amount you're risking is way smaller. And this is the incredible result. A smaller risk for the exact same reward means your potential profit just skyrockets. All of a sudden, instead of a kind of 1 to 2 risk/reward trade, you can aim for 1 to 5 or even higher. This is the secret to long-term profitability, you guys. You don't have to be right all the time if your winners are just massively larger than your losers. So let's zoom back out and put this all together. It's pretty clear, right? There is no single best time frame. They're just different lenses, and learning how to use them together in a structured way, that's what creates a really solid, robust trading process. Think of it this way. The telescope gives you the why, the big market story. The binoculars give you the when, the confirmation that your story is actually unfolding. And the microscope gives you the how, the precise moment to act for maximum profit. See how each step builds on the last. You're just filtering out noise and stacking the probabilities in your favour. So the next time you sit down and open your charts, I want you to stop asking, what's the best time frame? Instead, ask yourself these 3 questions. What is my telescope telling me? What are my binoculars showing me? And is it time to use my microscope? Because that is how you finally escape the time frame trap and start to see the market with real, genuine clarity.